shredded. The strongest force always wins. So, what does that mean? It means everybody understands at a base level how to get in shape. You go to the gym, you exercise, you eat healthy, but why does that not matter? Because everybody already knows how, and 99% of people are still fat and obese anyways, you know? So, if everybody knows how to get in shape, what's the key differentiator? Like right now we live in the age of information. You could Google anything online and have AI spit out an answer, and you have exactly what you needed to know. So knowing what to do isn't the problem, it's knowing how to do it quickly and actually get the result. So let me run by a situation by you, okay? There's two versions of me. One person wakes up, eats a bunch of carbohydrates, eats processed foods, refined chemicals, preservatives. They start the day with rewards, sitting around, slow, in comfort, eating food, scrolling on social media, scanning your environment for fucking the cheapest, easiest, most effortless dopamine, right? You can start your day with rewards, or you can start your day not by fucking like being disciplined, but imagine you fucking woke up and you literally didn't have TikTok next to you. I don't have any apps on my phone. I'll literally show you. Look at that. Nothing. There's no social media. There's fucking YouTube and other shit, but YouTube I don't really watch. I use it to upload videos. There's no Instagram, there's no TikTok. It's very hard for me to waste my time because I don't allow any of that shit in my environment. I have high standards over my time. And the point is, there's a version of you that wakes up in your environment, surrounded by rewards. You wake up, and the first thing you do is grab your phone next to you. You know when you wake up and you're like all slow and you're like, oh, you're still asleep? Your body does not have enough oxygen in your lungs to carry like actual real thoughts to your brain. When you wake up, your brain is in the theta brainwave. Theta brainwave. That means you're in an imaginative state. You're in your imagination. Kids, children, from 0 to 7 years old are in the theta brainwave state. Kids are very imaginative, right? Have you ever told a kid like, oh, I'm 40 and I work in a factory? And they'll just believe you. They'll be like, oh, wow, really? So when you're in a theta brainwave state, when you're imagining things, you are extremely suggestible and your mind can't tell the difference between imagination and reality. So for me, right? The first thing I do when I wake up, I just trust my instincts. I do whatever feels good. I fucking react to my environment. I open my phone. The first thing I look at is whatever I had open last night. Oh, plot twist. There's a high frequency affirmation audio tape I was already listening to. So I just open that, right? If I live in an environment surrounded by rewards, surrounded by fucking shitty food, shitty people, just comforts and just instant gratification, things to fill the void, don't you think it's gonna be pretty difficult to not wake up and just indulge in all that fucking retarded bullshit? You know what I'm saying? There is a reason why powerful, rich people live clean, healthy lives and poor people live sick, dirty lives. Do you live a spotless life? Did you eliminate every single thing in your environment that could possibly attract your attention? Or are you waking up surrounded by all your childish comforts? I live in Florida. It was a rainy day today. I still got shredded. I still spent a lot of time in the sun. I still fucking sunned my balls at the public pool because I do whatever the fuck I want. Do you understand? Now, why can I sit here, one of the most shredded people to walk this planet, and why do I believe in myself so much? What's different about me compared to you who wastes his time? I walk into a supermarket, I speed walk to the fucking steak aisle, I'm like parting the NPCs like the fucking Red Sea. They just fucking part out of my way. And like, there's all of these things that I do during the day that boost my confidence, that make me move faster. I train extremely hard in the gym. I wake up and I drink tons of coffee. I drink some supplements. I eat raw honey. I train super hard. Morty, my breakfast is always fucking meat and eggs and like avocados and cheese and butter. I eat so much cholesterol, so much animal fat, but I'm not fat. Isn't that crazy? Why is it that the people who eat carbohydrates all day, they eat fucking chemicals and sugar and carbs, why are they so fat? Think about the word carbohydrate. It's supposed to hydrate you, right? I eat honey before the gym because it makes me hydrated, it makes me work out harder, right? At night, after I eat my steak, I eat a shitload of carbs and I basically eat whatever I want. I can eat McDonald's tonight if I wanted to. I had candy and fucking chips last night and like bullshit. But I woke up today with a fucking chest striations and I'm fucking like, the difference between me and you is I do things in the right order. Do you understand? Everybody knows how to get in shape. Everybody knows how to get shredded. But they don't know how to do it quickly and actually get a result in a short amount of time. So the main reason why I can do this and you can't is because of my standards. You're not gonna rise to your great level of your dreams. You're not gonna fucking ascend to greatness of all your fantasies and all these delusional beliefs you have about yourself. Don't get me wrong, delusional self-belief is good, but do not indulge in isolated, schizophrenic behavior. Do not isolate yourself and scroll on TikTok and sit around in the same place consuming. That is what they want. The evildoers love it when you sit around in the same place, living in comfort, rewarding yourself, consuming. There are listen, right now, there are companies, there are groups of hundreds of people with billions of dollars that their sole purpose is to make you as addicted as possible to the food that you're eating. Do you think the next 5 years, with technology advancing and AI and all that shit, do you think the food and the carbohydrates and the fucking refined substances and the chemicals, do you think they're gonna get even more potent and even more addictive? Or do you think they're just gonna fucking go away? It's like, bruh. So, in 2025, you are never going to be able to avoid being programmed. Every single billboard you see on the side of the highway, every advertisement you see on social media, every time you go to the store and you fucking check out, there's a giant pile of candy right by the register because the devil can only prey on your free will. Satan can only offer you choices. You have free will. For a long time, I didn't believe that. For a long time, my life was shit and I was alone and miserable. Then when I realized that nobody is coming to save me and that I'm responsible for every single one of my actions and I can ask God for answers and rely on God sometimes, but I can't just outsource fucking all of my actual fucking progress to, oh, Jesus will save me, or fucking got a spam call, I gotta fucking block this number. Hold on. Block. Hang up. God, I'm so fucking shredded. But I'm starting to yap right now. But the whole point of this, the strongest force always wins. Your animal instincts, your eyeballs, or your attention, you're never going to focus on something without looking at it. Why do you think I sit outside with a whiteboard with no apps on my phone and I live a precise life? My whole life is a spear. I have one singular focus, one point of attack. The next 5 years, there's going to be people who are able to tell the truth, who can just simply open up a camera and tell their story of exactly how they got there. And then there's going to be people who literally are so miserable that they can't even show their face. Do you understand? So what is the big difference between me and you? You know? I eat McDonald's. I eat Doritos. I eat candy sometimes. I smoke weed occasionally, you know? I had a beer last night. It's not a horrible thing. You know, you don't have to like live literally like a monk and resist your instincts. God did not make you and your ancestors evolve by resisting your natural instincts. Do you understand? All I'm saying is, what if you lived a life where you only reacted to your environment and you only had things around you that made you move faster? Right now I'm listening to classical music. I don't listen to that fucking gang fucking nigga music, right? I don't listen to fucking trap music. And I have priorities. Every single time I see something on social media that makes me angry or that tries to activate my fear response, tries to make me all scared and keep looking in the comments to see what's gonna happen or see what people are saying, it's the fear response. And just like a dog, just like training a kid, just like learning any skill, you have to condition your brain through repetition. The big difference between me and you is you have standards, you have low standards. You will fucking sit on the couch, lean back, open up social media, and waste valuable seconds. Do you understand? God has given you this moment. Nobody else can see the world through your perspective. Nobody can live life through your eyes. Don't you think it would be pretty selfish for you to say, you know what, I'm not very lucky, I don't have much, let me just sacrifice all my time and scroll on social media? It's like, that is exactly what they want. And every single day I wake up, I ask myself, what is the best outcome I could possibly do today? I ask myself, what is the best version of myself that I could give to the world? Do you understand? The richest people in the world, like Jeff Bezos and Elon Musk, they didn't get there by being selfish. They got there by serving millions and millions and millions of people like real value. Jeff Bezos and Elon Musk have benefited so many people's lives. Do you understand? And so for me, I can sit in isolation and consume social media and eat a bunch of shit, or I can open up the camera, start yapping, and try to at least create something that will give other people value. It's not that you have to make some grand declaration that I'm never gonna eat McDonald's again, or I'm never gonna scroll on social media again. What if you simply relied on delayed gratification? What if you woke up in the morning, you didn't have any pleasure and rewards around you, you didn't have fucking retarded bullshit stealing your attention? Don't you think it would be pretty easy and effortless to wake up and just post content every day? Don't you think if you were living a life like me, fucking living in Florida in a one-bedroom apartment, sleeping on the floor, like literally like locked in monk mode, don't you think it would be easier for you to get what you want? So if you want to get more shredded, if you want to get bigger muscles, you don't have to resist any of your instincts. Here's what you do. Remove everything from your life that is taking your attention. Remove all the stimuli that's attracting your eyeballs, because your eyeballs are your attention, and do as many things as you can that are gonna keep you moving faster. You don't have to abuse fucking stimulants like I do. That's your choice, you know? But I promise you, the more coffee you drink during the day, the more push-ups you do, the harder you train, the more repetitions you put in, the more phone calls you make, the more people you talk to, the more fucking new people you meet. Every time I go to the gym, I shake a new person's hand and I ask what their name is and I fucking talk to them. Every single day I'm making more connections. Every single day of my life, I'm moving faster. The difference between me and you is we both wake up and just blindly react to our environment and like open up our phone and just react to the notifications. But I'm living in a different circumstance than you are. I grew up in Boston, so I like the Red Sox and the Celtics and clam chowder and shit like that, right? I grew up singing opera and choir and fucking playing trombone and guitar and playing in bands, so I like classical music. If I grew up in Alabama, I'd probably like trucks and incest and whatever they like. You know what I'm saying? So the point of this is, your environment is programming you whether you realize it or not. There is no such thing as staying in the same place. There is no such thing as standing still. Every minute, every second of every day, your body is trying to return to homeostasis. I promise you, your body is going to adapt to the stimuli, regardless of what it is. If I go into the gym and I train so fucking hard, way beyond failure, that I could barely fucking breathe, the next day when I go and try to do that again, it's gonna be a little bit easier. Humans are habitual creatures. We always want to return to the familiar, to what's comfortable. Do you understand? I'm not saying I woke up one day and I was this perfect fucking Greek god of a human who did not waste any time. I spent years of my life developing my habits and my mindset and my standards so I could live this life. Do you understand? I live in Florida. I used to live in Boston. I moved 1,000 miles away from my family so I could escape all those distractions. I don't talk to my friends, well, like my old hometown friends that play video games and smoke weed, you know? I spend my time doing things that are gonna make me smarter and make me more capable to create new things in the future. There's nothing stopping you from doing exactly what I did, and all you have to do is curate your environment. The strongest force always wins. Whatever you talk about day and night, whatever you sing its praises, whatever you think about and dream about and worship all day, that's your God. I worship momentum, getting more shredded, and every single day, when I wake up and I do my push-ups and I drink my coffee and I open up Twitter and I type some racist shit and I send funny memes about the Jews back and forth to my friends, I'm doing things that make me feel more powerful. Not things that make me comfortable, not things that make it easy for me to sit back in my chair and relax and be lazy. Every single piece of my life is designed so I do not waste time, so I do not contradict myself. Contradiction is the killer of conviction. Do you understand? Every day, I go to the gym. Doesn't matter how hard I train. Some days I go in, I squatted fucking 135 for like one set, and then I left, you know? You don't always have to fucking train extremely hard, but you do always have to at least show up. Every single day, you are making progress in a certain direction. Every single day, you are moving towards something. Your brain is not designed to be empty. Even if you're fucking sitting by yourself in absolute silence and boredom, your brain is gonna start to imagine things. Your brain's not designed to live in isolation. Your brain is designed to be stimulated. So what if instead of being bored, not having something to do, opening up social media and starting to scroll, what if you just placeboed yourself to just create something, to just learn something? If I locked you in a room with a whiteboard like this and a marker and nothing else, there's blank white walls, nothing to steal your attention, I guarantee out of boredom, eventually you would write something down. If you drank a bunch of coffee, put your phone on airplane mode, walked into the gym, I guarantee you'd probably start lifting weight. Do you understand? It's a combination of your repetitive behaviors and your emotional heart rate, your nervous system threat level, and your environment you're living in. There were certain times I was living in Boston at my parents' house and I was locked in. I did everything right. My mind was my fucking superpower. Every time I saw something, I was like, oh, it's fake, it's AI, let me do push-ups, and then fucking type some shit on Twitter because the devil is trying to take my energy. And it's like, that's an extreme example, but you can placebo yourself into believing absolutely anything. It's clinically proven the placebo effect makes sugar pills, sucrose, clinically proven it can cure cancer and kill cancer cells. Everything you have can be created from thought alone. Your brain can't tell the difference between imagination and reality. So you can live in constant reward. You can live just in instant gratification. You can waste all of your time. You can be a slow, miserable slug sitting in the same place consuming, or you can move as fast as humanly possible, and you can be a forward thinker and move forward and create. Do you understand? There's really no difference between me and you. We're both humans, we both grew up, we both eat food, we both shit, we both drink water. There's no difference between you and me. The only difference is I have conditioned my brain to believe these set of behaviors and to think this is normal. Do you know what happens when a few minutes go by and I haven't created anything? I literally start freaking out. I'm like, I have to create something. You can always move forward creating instead of sitting in the same place consuming. Do you understand? There's nothing stopping you from being one of the most powerful people in the world. If you have a phone and a Wi-Fi connection and a pair of balls, you can make a fucking nuclear dent in the universe. I've done it. I may not be famous yet. The world hasn't caught up with me yet. But I can promise you for a fact, of the years I've spent wasting time, sitting in the same place consuming, living in sin, lying to myself, wasting all of my time, I can promise you the next couple of years I'm gonna do so much fucking creating that my success will just be undeniable. Volume negates luck. Sure, I'm shredded. Sure, I'm in good shape. Sure, I'm white. Sure, I'm tall. Sure, I'm smart. Yeah, great. I have a great starting position. But your brain only notices the contrast. Jeff Bezos got divorced and lost $60 billion, bro. That hurts. You're only gonna notice the change. And every single day, when I wake up, I drink my coffee, I do my push-ups, I go to the gym, my brain is noticing the change. My brain notices how I use my time, how I improve my situation, how I get more shredded, how I get even leaner, even more energy, and it's just like, you can live life on easy mode by putting your life into hard mode. Do you understand? The greater the challenge, the greater the glory. All of your experiences in life are relative. What if you, bro, what if you lived in a blank room with white walls and nothing to do in a fucking whiteboard? I promise you would just, out of sheer boredom, you would start creating. And that's what I've done. I'm not perfect. I'm not the most famous man in the world, but I am one of the most shredded people to walk this fucking planet. Do you understand? So what can I do? Like me personally, everybody's a master at something. Everybody's an expert at something. Maybe it's playing video games, maybe it's fucking eating shit all day, but every person has mastered one thing. For me, I've mastered fucking placeboing myself into creating content, into taking action. I don't sit on couches. I don't lean back and relax. I don't just allow my time to pass while I do nothing and I create nothing. The time is going to pass regardless. You are getting older and you are only going to regret, not the things you did, you're going to regret the stuff you didn't do. When I'm 90, the one thing, literally, fuck your dreams. Fuck your dreams, fuck your fantasies, fuck all your aspirations. When you're 90 years old and you can barely move, what are you gonna wish you did more of? And I'm gonna wish I trained harder. I'm gonna wish I made more people, I wish I made more lives better. I wish I improved more people's lives. I was addicted to fentanyl in high school. I was in and out of rehab as a teenager, right? And I fucking took so many fucking psychedelic mushrooms that I lost my mind for a bit. And now that we are so back and I have control over every second of my time, I do not allow anything that is going to siphon my energy and slow me down. It's ones or zeros, bro. Moving faster or moving slower. You are growing or you are decaying. No wild animals die of old age. They die because of a lack of movement, a lack of circulation. So tomorrow, You have a choice to make. You can say, let me move as slow as possible. Let me reward myself as much as I can. Or you can say, what is the absolute best, brightest version of myself that I can give to the world today? And then fucking be that. Morty. So get more shredded.